There are a bunch of game modes in TDS. Main game modes such as Normal, Molten and Fallen, and also Hardcore, but there's also 3 special game modes that you can play. However, it seems like one of those special game modes, Pizza Party, pretty much overshadows the other 2 in an aspect of how many players actually play it. You see, every special game mode is unique. They have different enemies, bosses and modifiers. However, why is Pizza Party the game mode that seems to be played the most among the player base? Well, to answer it shortly, Pizza Party has the biggest amount of, let's say, positives compared to other special game modes. Each special game mode has its own positives and negatives in regards to gameplay. I hosted a poll on my YouTube channel asking the player base which special game mode they play the most. Starting from the lowest, Badlands 2, at a very low 13%. There's several reasons why I think people don't really play it that often. The wave layout itself is practically identical to the Game of Fallen, except for like the last waves, and also the boss on Badlands 2, the Gunslinger, is also a very big difficulty spike. The difficulty difference between wave 39 and wave 40 is very huge, and the boss itself feels kinda unfair, with how fast he is and how short the track is. You also need a team of several people to turn off this map, and the rewards themselves aren't that much worth it, except if you're going for XP. Playing standard Game of Fallen not only would be easier, but also probably provide more coins than playing Badlands 2. This entire game mode pretty much gets left alone by most of the players the moment they get the Cowboy Tower and the Secret Badge. Next is Polluted Wasteland 2 at a low 23%. This map, while fun, is very difficult, mainly because the game mode itself feels like a big DPS check. If you don't bring the most overpowered towers in the game, your chances of winning are much lower. Not to mention the rewards are super low compared to the game mode's difficulty. You also need a team. Similar to Badlands, you cannot turn off this game solo-wise. And the worst part of this game mode is the boss itself. While the 1.5 million HP isn't a problem, what is the biggest problem are the boss's abilities, which are not fair in the slightest. This is probably the most difficult and the most annoying game mode to play with how inconsistent it can be at times. And the last game mode, Pizza Party, with 63 player base playing it the most. And why is that? Well, I think it's rather simple. You can beat it solo, it's the easiest game mode, and it's also the game mode that provides the most amount of coins per hour, while not being difficult at all. Pizza Party is also unique in a way that the boss wasn't made to be a huge difficulty spike. While both Gunslinger and Polluted Wasteland 2 have huge difficulty spikes on the last waves, Pizza Party stays pretty much consistent throughout all the waves. With how easy this game mode is compared to others and how many coins you are able to grind on it, it's no wonder why most people decide to play Pizza Party most of the time. And the fact it's like the only special mode that you can solo triumph, it pretty much makes Pizza Party the only choice to play if a player doesn't have a team, or if they just don't want to bother getting like 3 more people to play with them. Maybe if other game modes got a buff in rewards, or if Pizza Party itself got a coin nerf, players would probably choose to play other game modes more often. But right now it feels like Pizza Party is pretty much dominating not only in how many people play it, but also how the gameplay just feels like. Yeah, that's pretty much it. See ya.